she has a 6-foot circumference all around, so she's bigger than some of our divers. It's impossible to tell who's who from the top, but when they come up, we've got different markings underneath. So Spot has the most spots underneath, and then Big Bertha, when she's up and the others are up, we can see she's a lot bigger than them. She's 3 times bigger than Ray Charles. So that's how we can tell them apart. Up here, this shark here, that's a black-tipped shark. So the black-tipped sharks are fully grown in this tank. They only grow to be 2 to 3 feet long. 2 to 3 foot long. So yeah, they're still fully grown. They're just a little shark. Who else do we have here? That up there that's just swam past. A lot of people think that they are. A lot of people think. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, we'll try, and then if it crackles, we'll turn it off. Yeah, so those big silver ones swimming up there are Trevally jacks, not tuna. But I've been told they're in the same family of tuna, which means that they breathe the same way, that they eat the same foods, and they probably taste the same. I have not eaten a Trevally jack, but if they're in the same family, they probably taste very similar. Let's see who else we've got. Oh, we've got red squirrel fish here. They're not in the window right now, so in the general fish feed, which will be a bit later on, the red squirrel fish are red, and then they've got big eyes like a squirrel, and that's how they get their name. There's a lot of different types of fish in this world, so I think maybe it's been hard to name them all, because some of them have very obvious names. Yeah, who else do we have? Up here, at the back there, swimming past, that's one of our sand tiger sharks. That is Wilma. So the sand tiger sharks are the biggest sharks we have in this tank. We've got 3 boys and 2 girls. So that one's Wilma, and then our other female is called Betty, and Betty is very, very overweight. So Betty's the biggest shark we have here. The females in the sand tigers are, oh hello, the females out of the sand tigers are always bigger than the boys. So the boys are a bit smaller. And also they have claspers at the back there, if you can see there. They have 2 claspers, so that's one of the boys. So Wilma's the biggest. Oh no, who's the biggest? Betty's the biggest. Betty's also 50 years old, so she's very old. The sand tigers are supposed to only live up till 35. And she's 50. We don't know why she's lived so much longer. She has the same food, she's lived in the same tank as the rest. She just is a miracle. So she's 50 and she's very overweight. When she swims past, I'll point her out. She looks like she's pregnant. We thought she was pregnant, but she's been overweight for 3 years now and there's still no baby, so we think she's just eating too much. Let's see who else we've got. So that's the sand tigers. I think we've talked about everyone else. Oh, this is Denzel here. So Denzel's a grouper. He's a very big fish. So this glass, hi Denzel, this glass makes everything look smaller than what it actually is. So he already looks pretty big if you can compare him to my hand. He's the size of a fully grown torso. He is like here to here. If he comes and swims by the divers, you'll get to see that they are both fully grown men, and he's about half the size of them. So that was Denzel. We've got 3 groupers in here. If you saw the markings on him, they are coloured to camouflaged in with rocks and different corals, so they've got a few different brown shades on them, so that they can camouflage from predators. They don't have a lot of predators because they're quite a scary looking animal. When they open their mouths, they have a very big mouth, and that is how they would scare off predators. They'd open their mouth and then normally that would scare them off. So I'm hoping that Flair's going to swim past. So Flair is our alpha male. So he's a sand tiger shark. And as they're the biggest sharks in here, he's not only the alpha male of the sand tigers, he's the alpha male of the whole tank because they're the biggest animal in here. So usually the alpha male will be whoever's the biggest. but he's the smallest male. He's the smallest sand tiger shark we have. The reason he's the alpha male is because his teeth stick out very far. So the other sharks, yes, they've got sharp teeth, but they just look like normal shark teeth. But when a flare swims past, you'll see all of his teeth, instead of sticking downwards, all stick straight out. He's very scary looking, and because he looks so scary, he's the alpha male. So we'll point him out when we see him. He'll be swimming past in a moment. That's Wilma again. Who else do we have here? This is Big Bertha here. See her swim down there. Oh, we've got some eels in here. So the eels live within all these corals here. So it's very rare that they come out. They only come out to get food. So they might come out when the divers come. But usually they eat at night. What they will do is swim to the bottom of the sands, and any food that the fish haven't eaten, they'll go to the bottom and pick up any leftovers. So eels, even though they might look a little bit scary, and they're often portrayed in cartoons and movies as very scary, they're quite shy really. They just eat the leftovers and don't bother anybody. And they're all in these rocks here, so we actually have lots of eels. We just don't see them very much because they're quite solitary animals. They like to live in their own in their little caves. Got a diver up there, they don't normally come that way. Always playing with his fancy underwater watch. Likes to show off his watch. I think this is Joseph. Are you coming? It's definitely Joseph, that's his hairline. Come and see us. Hello, Joey. This is Joe. Come here. Oh, it's okay, you just sit there. Yeah. No, you go there. You're okay. Right, this is Donovan, I think. I didn't think Donovan was in today. Hi, Donovan. I haven't seen Donovan yet. Right, so this is Joe. Joe's going to be feeding the animals. And then this is Donovan, and Donovan is going to show us what his job's going to be in a few minutes. So let's have a little chat with them. So they can't hear me, they just can read my lips. I'm also going to use some hand signals to talk to them. So we're going to ask them to spin around now. Let's do that. Is Joe going to spin around? There we go. Joe doesn't really like being told what to do. What's he doing now? Joey, what are you doing? No. It's very silly. No, turn around. I wouldn't do it. You have to stay and turn around. Okay, there we go. So you can see here they've got a big tank, and that is their own air supply, and that has 2 hours worth of air in. And then next to that, I'm not done. No, I'm not done. I know. Yeah. Okay, so next to the air tank, they've got a smaller air tank, if you can see over there. It's much thinner than the big one, and that has half an hour's worth of air in, and that's in case the other diver runs out of air. So if something happens to one of the divers, maybe their air gauge comes out, if there's an accident or a problem with their equipment, the other diver can lend them some air, and then they would go right up to the surface. Right, what else can we ask them? We'll ask them to get the food now, because the rays are coming, so they're hungry. He's going to show us something instead. Okay, so Joey's got here, these are his weight belts, and his weights for his weight belts. So he has a belt on, and he has to attach these to his belt like Donovan's there to keep them at the bottom